Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are doing the weekly, October 6th to the 12th, for the sign of Sagittarius. Alright, my lovely Sagittarius, let's get right into it. True love. Wow. I love that. Playfulness coming in this week as well. Flirting, recapturing romance, and love yourself first. Really, really beautiful energy, right? We're talking about the law of attraction here at play. So let's go ahead and pull out your animal spirits for the week. Now, animal spirits in this reading can represent stages, paths, energies that you're dealing with this week, encounters, individuals you may be dealing with this week. So let's just see what it is for you, Sagittarius. And of course, you guys are my brothers and sisters as far as the zodiac is concerned, because I am myself a Sagittarius. And I love being one every single minute of the day. All right, guys, let's do this. Hummingbird, I love it. Air energy, beautiful. The bear, okay. Earth energy, awakening out of a slumber into a spiritual sort of awakening for some of you. And the unicorn, beautiful. So, nice energy this week for you, Sagittarius. Hummingbird is really nice. Hummingbird was coming out for the readings quite a lot. My regulars, my subscribers who've watched me on a regular basis will know that about a month or two ago, the hummingbird was constantly showing up. And the hummingbird is extremely beautiful energy to be around. Very positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful, right? Within the hummingbird, it seems to be an endless amount of energy and positivity. All right? The hummingbird, what does it do? It gathers nectar, right? It knows where to get the best nectar, and it goes every single day to get this nectar to replenish itself, to nourish itself. This is the same in terms of dealing with a hummingbird. They are very supportive. They are very spiritually nourishing for others around them. Their energy is extremely contagious, or even if you don't resonate with it, everyone loves to be around this individual because of their positivity, enthusiastic nature. Highly creative, right? If you follow the hummingbird, almost you just can't go wrong, right? You just can't go wrong. It's almost like a good luck animal spirit. Then we have the bear, and the bear, it talks about awakening out of a slumber, right? Bears sleep for the winter, they hibernate. And so the bear comes into our lives sort of stumbling, fumbling, waking up spiritually, right? This is a spiritual awakening. So for some of you, you may be going through this. You may be, indeed, if it's true love is on deck for you, you may be feeling like right now, this love connection is blossoming and awakening a deeper spirituality in you that has been asleep for quite some time. Maybe that you did not have this kind of connection for a while. But whatever the case may be, this week, there is a lot of sort of that deep kind of, I want to say like a deep kind of, almost an epiphany, almost like a little spark that kind of lights up inside you, and you realize that, wow, not only is this love connection true and deep, but it's also nourishing my soul, nourishing my desire to be more spiritual. Now, the unicorn comes in because the unicorn is beautiful, beautiful animal, mythical beast, right? Associated with the alchemical symbol for ether. This animal is associated with the 6th chakra, which is the third eye. We know this because, of course, the unicorn horn comes out of the third eye. And what we're talking about here is magic. Having magic around you, seeing magic around you, but also believing in it. You can't be a skeptic. And I'm going to say also in terms of love connections and life in general, but it's definitely in terms of love. When we talk about a true love connection, like one of those type of once in a lifetime connections, oftentimes we associate magic with that. The belief in magic, the belief in true love is like a belief in magic, and it almost feels as though for some of you Sagittarius this week, it almost feels as though you found your personal unicorn. You found your sort of like, wow, you know, this connection is so strong and so true that, you know, magic and love really do exist. And so you just kind of double down on all of that. All of this impacts your hummingbird energy, which is extremely positive, and just happy, right? So it's a very happy week this week, a very satisfying week this week, certainly in the matters of the heart and spirit. All right, Sagittarius, let's pull out your 5 to 8 spreads to see what you may be encountering. Of course, just take what applies to you and throw the rest away, Sagittarius. We know these readings can't be for all of you, right? So just disregard anything that doesn't resonate and hold on to what does resonate. All right, so let's get right into it. We have Justice, Queen of Wands, and 4 of Swords. So some of you are certainly, you're going through a period where you're having to wait for either something to rebalance itself or judgment even in a particular area, a rendering, a decision of some kind. But Justice talks about balance. It talks about things balancing in your favor when they haven't been in your favor for quite a while. Could be that some of you Sagittarius have really been dealing with like a lot of ups and downs, and most recently it may have been really out of balance. Well, this balance is starting to come back in, and Queen of Wands energy you're resonating with. Of course, this is water of fire energy, and so, you know, you're being kind of, your strength is what's needed right now. Certainly if you're waiting for rebalance, if you're already dealing with kind of, and I'm going to say a rebalancing, let's say for instance, you may be happy, but you may be broke, right? You may have a lot of money, but you may be unhappy. You may, you know, this is the type of imbalance that I'm talking about. It could be that for some of you, you may have been working on a particular project or a job, a business, or something like that. That's really close to your heart, but it's been an uphill struggle. It's been out of balance. You've been working towards it, but your returns haven't necessarily been coming in. And so Queen of Wands energy is really there this week for you, Sagittarius, because as usual, you're going to have to be strong and really dig deep into your own spiritual strength here, right? Rely on your wisdom and your experience of the past and what you've been through to let yourself know that this will rebalance. You've been here before. The Queen of Wands is one of these queens who's really been through some of life's most difficult times and come out of it more brilliant, more aware, wiser, all of these things. And so draw on that wisdom, draw on that experience to help you through this period while there's a rebalancing. This week, you're really going to be thinking a lot about your strategy with that 4 of Swords. You're really going to be meditating a lot on how to move forward, certainly with this rebalancing in your life. There's probably quite a few things for some of you Sagittarius that need to kind of be ironed out right now with what you're dealing with, whether that be at home in a love connection or if it's at work. But whatever the case may be, balance is certainly coming in. You have the strength to face it. And this week you're going to really be taking your time making your strategic decisions on how to move forward. Devil, 6 of Swords, and the Tower. Wow. Okay, so interesting. Devil energy is also very representative of, it can be very representative of creative energy, right? I mean, the devil is the card for Capricorn, but it is also the card that is associated with our sexual drives and passions. This is where our creative energy or potential begins and starts from. Now, in this case, though, Sagittarius, I'm going to say that for some of you, the devil represents whatever negative behaviors that you have had in the past. These could be addictions. These could be codependent behaviors. These could be ways of acting in a self sort of sabotaging way in situations. you know, this is like you're your own worst enemy, right? You're leaving this behind. This energy you're leaving behind. I'm going to say for some of you, you may have gone through a period of therapy or counseling. You may have overcome an addiction, right? This is really, it's whatever the case may be, you've overcome it, right? You're leaving it behind with the Six of Swords. You're turning your back on that part of your life, or perhaps that side of yourself that you don't like, or that has not been good for you, right? That has led to difficulties and trials and tribulations. That behavior, you're leaving that behind. Yet this week you have a tower moment, though. It's like as if your choice to leave all of that behind kind of tears asunder all of the other things in your life that were associated with that. Okay, this is a good clearing. This tower coming down is almost like an obstacle. It's an old tower. It's a tower that's associated with you, with the part of you that was into all of this, right? That wanted this. But now that you don't want this, this tower no longer serves your purpose, and it crumbles, right? It crumbles this week, and you begin to build a new tower of self-confidence and esteem for yourself. You begin to have a new set of ideas, a new set of, I'm going to say, a new moral center almost, and a new kind of compass for yourself, right? A new understanding of yourself. This is what the new tower will be like. When we have a tower moment, it crumbles, but it crumbles to make way for a new tower. And the tower represents our ideas about ourselves and life, the ideas that we hold on to as truths in a way, right? And so there's some truths in your life that you used to hold on here that are absolutely disappearing this week because of your intention to leave them behind. Queen of Cups, Emperor, and 10 of Cups. There you go. So there's your true love connection. Some of you are connected with someone. You may be resonating with Queen of Cups energy in the sense that you want to share your deepest desires and emotions with this person. You know how you feel about them. You're not afraid to tell them how you feel about them. You're not worried about being vulnerable. The Queen of Cups is not worried about those things. She wears her sleeve. She wears her heart proudly on her sleeve, so below as above. That is the mantra of the Queen of Cups. And so this week you show this to someone. This person is your emperor to your queen. Of course, this is not gender specific. This is energies, and of course you could be resonating with emperor energy, and your person resonating with much more of that sort of emotionally expressive energy. But whatever the case may be, you guys are really a nice match, right? The Emperor in this case, if the Emperor is your partner, Sagittarius, they have their eyes fixed on you, okay? They want you. If there's any doubt in your mind that this is not a true love connection, this week those doubts will be erased. And by the end of the week, you guys absolutely cement your relationship. Absolutely cement it. In the sense that you agree, yes, we are, sometimes you have these relationships, they start off and it's the beginning stage, it's all beautiful and exciting, but it's that stage when you both agree that you love each other and you have the same goal and you want to be together and you want to begin the next stage of your life together that we see in the 10 of Cups. And this comes for you this week, Sagittarius, and it is really beautiful. Queen of Swords. We have Empress, Queen of Swords, and 7 of Wands. So love yourself first. The Empress talks about, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, reminding yourself that you are the most creative being that you know, and that in order to be the true divine feminine, the true mother, the true wife, and all of these things, you have to love yourself first. You have to maintain yourself, maintain your spiritual integrity, maintain your emotional health, and maintain your physical well-being, okay? And so you're doing this, you're resonating with this, and Queen of Swords comes in because you are not afraid to show someone who you truly are, but you want that from them too. That's what Queen of Swords talks about. I will remove my mask, but I require you to remove yours too if you want a connection with me. All right, and so these are some of the things, some of the energies you're going to be working with this week, certainly with regard to a relationship. And there may be some obstacles later on in this week that you have to be a little bit creative to get over. Seven of Wands talks about that. It could be that you may have some people coming into your life that want to, they may not necessarily coming into your life. They may already be in your life, but there's people around you. It could be friends or family that are, you know, not being very supportive, right? Or it could just be that there's some area, some other area in your life that you need to really take a strong emotional stance to deal with. This set of cards is very much about yourself this week, Sagittarius, making sure you're okay, making sure that you are one with yourself, and really standing up for your dreams, your hopes and dreams. Beautiful, beautiful. Eight of Wands, the World, and the Moon. So some of you this week are dealing with a lot of mixed messages coming in, right? You know what you want. The World card is here and you feel like you know what you want. You're right on the right path. But this week, there's a little bit of confusion with this Eight of Wands. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of, messages, a lot of info coming in. You're really trying to kind of decipher which is, true, which is worth paying attention to, which isn't, right? And so, interestingly enough, the Moon is also in this week, and so it could feel as though there are some things that are hidden from you, right? The messages are coming in, but it's almost as if one of the reasons why you're not understanding, perhaps, or being able to decipher all of these mixed messages is because at the same time, you're not really getting the whole story here. And so with the World being in the center, the most important thing at times like this is yourself, in a sense, right? Making sure that you are straight with who you are, straight with what you desire, so that when you have times like this where others that are interacting with you or communicating with you may not be as focused or as clear as you are certainly clear about who you are. And again, this Moon energy comes in towards the end of the week, I'm going to say, because all of this gets a little bit confusing for you. And like I said, it seems to indicate that somebody's not being 100% truthful about a particular emotional issue. Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and Page of Swords. So this is you coming in your own reading. I'm going ahead and leave it there. This is going to be the last spread for the week. So Three of Pentacles talks about putting mind, body, and soul into an effort, right? Into a work. Again, I think for some of you this week, Sagittarius, it is about love, but it's also about a lot of patience and work that you've been putting into a particular project of yours or a career move of yours. It's going slowly, right? It's going slowly, but this week it begins to pick up. People begin to notice you for your talent. People begin to notice you for your work. You begin to get more business coming in or more requests for your work coming in. And there you are showing up in your own readings. It's a time for Temperance this week. And Temperance is all about not reacting, basically. The essence of Temperance is being absolutely in control of how you act and how you present yourself to the world, how you conduct yourself, and not being reactionary. When somebody does something that upsets you, you have to have the strength to be able to respond to that in the way that you truly wish to respond to it, rather than responding to it in a reactionary way and then later on regretting it. This is the essence of having Temperance. Page of Swords comes in, and so there's a conversation that comes in this week, a new idea. It could be a conversation. It could also be a person you meet or you talk with, or a new idea of sorts. But this, whatever the case may be, this new kind of Swords energy that comes in may be giving you some idea on how to work on this project, how to go forward, what the next step may be for you. Right? Page of Swords is sort of clever, right? They're clever, they have ingenuity, they have a spark of sort of solving a problem on the mental level. And so this energy very much comes in this week to sort of support you and to support your endeavor. This is going to definitely be for some of you Sagittarius who are working in a career field that is very close to your heart, that may be You may have your own business, or you may be an artist who's doing their own artwork, or a musician, something in that area, something in a field where your skill, your specific skill is what you're trying to sort of promote. And so this Page of Swords, this ingenuity that comes in, really comes in to support that. Guys, this is your reading for October 6th to the 12th for Sagittarius. What can I say? It's a reading of love and progress with work and career. It's a great reading. If it resonated with you, please like and subscribe, share the video. All of this helps me grow my channel. If you want to get a private reading, you can follow the link at the top of your screen. But for right now, I'm going to say, Sagittarius, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.